Good morning, Year 6. For grammar today, we're going to look at editing and improving writing. By the end of the lesson, I want you to know things that you could do to improve a piece of writing, be able to select vocabulary for effect, and use grammatical structures purposefully. When we finish a piece of writing, it's really important we go back, review, edit, and improve our writing. There's always room for improvement. Below, I've listed some of the things we could do to improve our writing. So number 1, we could change or up-level vocabulary. Number 2, we could add detail or clauses to a sentence. 3, we could avoid repetition of vocabulary. And number 4, avoid using unnecessary words. So, improving our vocabulary. When writing, it's important to select vocabulary for effect. A thesaurus is a really useful tool that gives us synonyms for words to up-level our vocabulary. A synonym is a word that has a similar meaning. Below, I've given you 3 words: nice, said, and look. I'd like you to come up with 5 synonyms for each of these words. If I give you an example, instead of said, we could have the word whispered, which would suggest somebody is saying something quietly because either it's a secret or they don't want to be heard. That is giving our reader a bit more detail. Can you do the same for each of those words? 5 words for each. Pause the video and have a go. So, how did you do? I've come up with 5 of my own for each word. So with nice, I've got wonderful, lovely, fine, pleasant, enjoyable. With said, whispered, muttered, mumbled, cried, called. And with look, I've got stare, gaze, glare, gape, gawp. I wonder how many of yours matched mine. So, for number 2, we could add detail or clauses. Here we have a very simple sentence. The boy climbed the tree. Adding adjectives to describe the boy in the tree gives us more detail. The daring boy climbed the enormous tree. Again, another simple sentence. I rode my bike. Using an adverbial of time tells the reader when it happened. Yesterday, I reluctantly rode my bike to school. I've also added an adverb. How did he ride the bike? And to school. Where were they going? Can you do the same and improve this sentence at home, either on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper? Pause the video and have a go. So, I also had a go. Again, I used an adverbial of time. Last week. I used an adverb. How did I go? I went to the zoo excitedly. And then I added a relative clause at the end, which was in Blackpool, telling the reader where the zoo was. We can avoid repetition of words. Here are 2 simple sentences. I got up late. I was in a rush. Changing these sentences very slightly, we can turn them into 2 clauses that work together. Here are 2 ways I've done that. Getting up late, I was in a rush. Or using a coordinating conjunction, and I got up late and was in a rush. There are 3 sentences at the bottom. Keep it simple, pause the video and have a go at linking those together to avoid repetition of the word John. Again, I had a go. John picked up his pencil and began to write. He was asked to stop. I used a coordinating conjunction and I used he as a pronoun for John. The final way we're going to look at improving our writing is avoiding unnecessary words. Tom opened the box and put the crayons inside the box. We don't need the second box. The reader will understand he's put them in the box. So we just write, Tom opened the box and put the crayons inside. For your task, complete the first sheet in your booklet for Grammar Lesson 1. It's Unit 11 of the activities. Once it's done, upload a picture to Seesaw or on Class Dojo. And if you need any help with your work, you can send questions to teachers via Seesaw or Class Dojo.